Something I keep seeing whenever we talk about fuel prices is this argument that Nigerians are actually paying one of the cheapest fuel prices in the world. People share charts showing the global average is around 1,990 naira per litre. And because we're paying below that, we're supposed to be grateful. If someone sends you that argument, just send them this video. Because a price is only cheap if the people can actually afford to pay it. The real question is not what you're paying at the filling station. It's how many hours you have to work just to pay for 1 litre. So let me show you what I mean. If we line up countries by the pump price of 1 litre, Nigeria looks like a good deal. Places like Hong Kong, the Netherlands, and the UK are paying anywhere from 2 to 5 times what we pay. Even America and Canada are paying more than us. And Nigeria, sitting at around 1,200 naira, looks like we are winning on paper. But this is the question we should actually be asking. How long does a worker have to work just to afford 1 litre based on minimum wage in each country? An American worker clocks in, gets settled at their desk, checks their emails, and by the time they look up, they've already earned enough for a litre of fuel. That's just 6 minutes of work. Canada, 8 minutes. The UK, 9 minutes. Even Hong Kong, the most expensive city on this list, 20 minutes. Now Nigeria. Our minimum wage is 70,000 naira a month. And even that, according to this week's Punch newspaper, most states have still not paid it. The NLC is already planning street protests for May Day because of it. But even if you collect that full 70,000 naira, it works out to about 437 naira per hour. So to buy that same 1 litre of fuel, a Nigerian worker has to work for 2 hours and 44 minutes. 164 minutes of work for 1 litre. But wait, that 164 minutes, that is actually the optimistic version of this story. The National Bureau of Statistics tells us that nearly 93% of Nigerians work in the informal sector. We are talking about the woman selling roasted corn by the roadside, the man selling things in traffic, the petty trader, the roadside mechanic, the farm worker. For these people, there is no minimum wage. There is no HR department. There is no labor union fighting for their salary. Many of them are earning far less than 400 naira an hour. So for that woman selling roasted corn, 1 litre of fuel is not 164 minutes of work. It could be her entire morning's profit. Every kobo she made from the moment she set up her stall to the moment the sun gets too hot to stand outside. Gone for 1 litre. And when fuel prices go up, these are not people who cut back on Netflix or stop going to the movies. They cut back on food. They pull their children out of school because the transport fare has doubled and they simply cannot afford both. For 93% of this country, it is not an economic adjustment. It is a fight for survival. And let's also talk about the taxes Nigerians are paying that nobody puts in a chart. When you buy fuel for your generator because there is no light, that is a tax. When you pay for a private borehole because there is no pipe-borne water, that is a tax. When you have to repair your car suspension every few months because the roads are broken, that is a tax. We are paying for everything the government is supposed to provide, out of our own pockets, on top of the fuel we can barely afford. So the next time someone shows you a chart saying our fuel is cheap, show them the clock. And then show them the woman by the roadside who worked all morning just to afford the fuel that brought her there. Because 6 minutes and an entire morning's profit are not the same thing. Nigeria does not have cheap fuel. We have expensive poverty. And no chart will ever show you that.